Marvelous. Do. Smashing. Yeah, everyone, PICK&MIX GAMER here. We are playing Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town. Ooh, which is good. Normal mode. The bonuses found in seedling mode will not be given for players who prefer a bit of a challenge. Okay. Normal mode it is then. Yeah, from what I understand, a few of the characters' names that are found in this, they seem to be characters I've seen in Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life. A long time ago, my grandfather and his... Oh, right, never mind, missed that one. When I was a kid, I loved listening to stories of my grandfather's pioneering days more than anything. Since then, it's been my dream to live in Olive Town, just like he did. He looks a bit of a grump there, doesn't he? The yellow-bladed eye, bloody hell. Let's choose our appearance. Can I change my gender? I'd say, yeah, I'll look a bit more like a frontier one. Yeah, I was gonna say mine's more longer. Yeah, that's more accurate for mine. Natural brown.
Okay.
Ooh. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to her body here, but I really can't tell if this is a girl or not. Because it's like, it went from looking like a man to looking like a woman, but I've not picked the gender yet, so I don't know what the gender's going to be. I know it sounds stupid, but yeah. Yeah. Yay! Ooh, I get a motorbike. Well, motorcycle. Moped thing. Ooh, see, I like that colour green, but it seems it's going to be a little bit too dark. No, not pink. Purple, I like purple. Go with purple. Nothing wrong with purple. On my little bike. Look at it. Yeah, right, I wouldn't drive past them. I'd stop me and start feeding them. I wouldn't be able to help it. Getting a little late there. So we got an owl, bloody hell, we got an owl, squirrel, Olive Town. Got some lovely cherry trees. And my bike's broke. Oh, ow. And who might you be? Did you come all the way here on that motorcycle? I did. Well, that must have been an horrendous journey. Your poor motorcycle tells a story all its own. You needn't worry about it. I can have the repairs arranged. I'll be taking it to a man named Clemens, who runs our tool shop. You can pick it up later once he's all done with it. By the way, might I have your name? Yes, my name is Air. Or is it Pick&MIX? Nah, Pick&MIX, go with my channel name. P&M-G. Confirm. I see. So your name is P&M-G, is it? That sounds so familiar. Where have I heard that name before? Oh, my goodness, your birthday. It's what is it? I think it is, yes, I remember now. Spring 24th. Come to think of it, his grandchild would be 20 by now. That would make you his granddaughter, not the bloody grandson. You're a girl. Yes. I've made her look like I thought she was a girl because of the way she looked. Bloody hell, man. Yes, of course, my apologies. I don't know how I could have forgotten when you're standing right in front of me. Goodness gracious, to think, my dear, old friend's granddaughter would find her way to Olive Town. Come on then, I'd be happy to show you around your grandfather's old farm. Yay! I was more mithered getting the gender wrong for the marriage stuff, you know, like further on in the game. That's what I was more mithered about. Is something the matter? Actually, let me guess. By the look on your face, you'd like to ask me, are you quite sure this is my grandfather's farm, sir? And to that I would say it is. When your grandfather lived here, this farm was a lush and beautiful place. Emphasis was, I'm afraid. Now, what was the name of his farm again? It's on the tip of my tongue. Your grandfather must have told you the name of the farm. Surely, what was it again? Veggie! Always veggie! Veggie. Veggie farm. Always veggie farm. When I start these games, that is always the name. Didn't need the farm bit on it. There we go. Yes, that's what it was. Veggie farm. Interested in taking over the farm, are you? Well, I can say... Oh, well, I can't say I'm well versed on the subject, but at least I can teach you the basics to start you off. That would be helpful. Here you are. I'll pass these along to you. These are the tools for developing the farm. As I am sure you're well aware, this farm has seen better days, but those tools will be key to changing all of that. Using tools and items. Press the D-pad left and right to select an item. In the item bar, you can use the highlighted item with the square button. Items you find will be placed in your bag. Press triangle to open your notebook and view your inventory. Be aware of trees, stones while clearing things out. You'll need special tools to deal with those. Using an axe while standing in front of a tree will allow you to chop it down. Stones can be broken with hammers and sickles can cut wild grass. Utilise your tools and clear the land. I realise this is a lot to take in and it might be baffling at first. Take things at your own pace and you will gradually grow accustomed to it. And do use the sleeping bag in your tent if you find yourself exhausted from work. A good night's rest will restore your energy. I thought I could stay in the house. Sleeping in your bed will recover your stamina. Your game progress will automatically be saved next morning. Okay. You're welcome to take some notes on all of this for future reference. If you do, you can view them from your notebook in your tent at any time. Examine a notebook or bookshelf in your house allows you to view tutorial tips you've seen thus far. Following along so far, if you're unsure about anything, I can explain it to you once more if you'd prefer. No, you're very generous, honestly. I'm good. I am good, thank you. Excellent, glad to hear it. I have some other things I should explain to you as well, but I'd rather not overwhelm you. Let's wrap it up for here today. First, I'd like you to try out everything you've learned. I'll be back tomorrow to teach you how to grow crops. And if there's anything about Olive Town you'd like to know, I'm the man to ask. I am the mayor after all. As a quick word of mayorly advice, I suggest you get acquainted with our residents. Leaving a good first impression is paramount, I always say. Now then, I'll be on my way. Until tomorrow. Smashing. Go on, go about your day. Go on, I don't want to keep you waiting. Your tools can all be stored in the tool bag. When you need to take them out to use them, and when you're done, you can store them back in there. Make the best use of this and make the best use you can of this special tool storage. Bloody hell, that was a godful. You can now go to Twilight Isles, a new special location. Ride the boat next to your house and set sail for new lands. Okay. You can now go to Windswept Falls, a new special location. Ride the boat next to your house and set sail for new lands. You can now go to Terracotta Oasis, a new special location. I bought the pass, by the way. I bought the special edition of this game. Ride the boat next to your house and set sail for new lands. You can now encounter new events in the town. Something odd seems to be going on. Befriend Mickey and Cindy and develop the town to a certain level to get down to the bottom of these new mysteries. You can now encounter the new events at Earth Sprite Village. Something seems to be troubling the sprites. Try to speak with them after developing the town a certain level. The school blazer and slacks and the school blazer and skirt have been added to complete the town's request to a beauty salon. Speak to Karina, to commission them. The Shiba Inu costume, Shiba Inu headwear, brown striped cat costume, brown striped cat headwear have been added. Beauty salon, okay. The floor have been added. Complete the town's request. Right. Okay, yeah, there was a special pass of sorts, with this game. You could either buy the standard version or you could buy the other version, which I think was £40, but you got the pass with it. And the regular version, it was on offer at the minute on PlayStation Plus. I think it's £30, because it's on 10% offer. It was on £34, but it's on £31 at the minute. And this one, I think it was, the pass edition, I think it was £44, but it was down to £40 roughly. Or if you want, you can just buy the standard edition, and when you get the money, you can just buy the pass for $11.99, but it's up to you. Right, let's see where I am. So we can craft these things. Oh, tool so you can make a path with them. Let's admit it, we'll be making the stone road. It's stronger. Yeah, I'm recognising some of these characters from A Wonderful Life and more the DS games than I am, you know, the PlayStation ones. Right, so we got the beach, that place, that place, that place, that place. Here we go, inventory. Right, sickle, axe, hammer, smashing. Oh, bloody hell. Ah, right. Oh. Oh, right, so I can't get those ones. Ugh. Wonder why I can't get them then. That might just be loose stuff at the minute. Oh, if you sow your seeds in a field, you'll be able to grow crops. Try planting some seeds after Mayor Victor's taught you a little more about raising crops. Okay. Weed? Yes, weed. Go on, bugger off. Come on, clear up a bit. This brings me so many memories with my allotment. The way you just clear it, and magically within a week they grow back. As you get used to farm work, you'll find yourself levelling up various skills along the way. When these skills level up, you'll gain special traits and learn new crafts. Okay. I must admit though, I like the fact how your energy doesn't actually drain that quick. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah. Clear the weeds. Oh my god, I've got a chicken! Holy crap! Right, you have no place to house the animal. Try again after you've repaired the applicable. So after I've repaired the chicken coop, basically. So, yeah, so tame X. I can't tame the chicken yet because I've got nowhere to house it. Of course, in real life, that wouldn't necessarily be the way it actually works. In real life, you would be able to make friends with animals, you just wouldn't be able to take them home with you. Sort of just clean up the area. I know at the minute this doesn't seem like a lot, but honestly, when you've got an allotment like me, seeing this sort of stuff, even if it's on games, it's like, I must kill the weeds. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, bloody hell, bloody hell. Right, level 3. Mine. Ooh. If you discover crops you've never seen before while clearing your land, harvest and ship them as soon as you can. If you do, these crop seeds will become available. Right, okay, no worries. Not to mention you'll get the money for them. I don't mind clearing the weeds, but I think obviously because of the amount of trees that are here as well, I think I'll save some energy. You see, in a sense, right now, I want to sell the weeds as well, but I don't know. Using tools to deplete your stamina. If you run out of stamina, you'll pass out and wake up in your house the next day. Choose a meal from the item bar with square to eat it. Eating meals will recover stamina. Okay, simple enough. But I don't know if you're going to need the weeds to build anything. So I don't want to sell them until I know. You know, like to make fibre or something, or rope. Because I know these games seem similar when you play them, but it's like, sometimes it's just different mechanics in, you know, like each and every one. Ooh. A building that's a bit thinged. Boom boom. Boom! Alright, this is where the energy is gonna go. Oops. I was gonna say, what about a hot spring? Is there a hot spring nearby? Very nice. Smashing. Okay. Yes, that's key phrase. It's mind over matter. You feel like you may pass out. As you repair or remove obstacles, you will gain more farmland to work with. Okay. So you need 15 lumber, right, so not wood, lumber. Oh, 5 grand, what is wrong with you? I'm gonna say, give me the bloody wood, I can do it myself, just chuck it on there. Nail it in. Blood clam, okay, never heard that one before. Speaking of which, Maya, where are you? You're supposed to be bloody teaching me about plant stuff today. Is that it? Yeah? Okay. Right, there's me tent, there's the boat. That's down there near me crops bit. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to look around dead quick to see if there's a hot spring anywhere. So this looks like, I was going to say a vet then, because it was like a cross with a paw print. But I'm assuming that's where you buy your cows and everything like that. You know, I may as well say hi while I'm here.
Yo.
Yo. Sorry, I don't mean to intrude on your family meal. I really don't. I'm just saying hi while I can. Ooh, that fish looks good. I must admit, that's what I'm tempted to do as well. You know, on my gaming channel, if I see any meals in games I like, I'm just tempted to try and cook meals, you know, to make it look like it. Hello, Cindy. I think it'd be fun, actually, because I must admit, I've been pondering it for a while, and I've seen other people do it. I mean, so obviously some things you might have to substitute a little bit. Hey. Simon. Hello, Jessie. So we got a bit of a crystal shop. Manuela? Well now, you've got the look of someone who hasn't gone fishing before, am I right? Don't you worry, this is a good opportunity as any to learn. I'll be happy to teach you if you'd like to try. Here, for starters, I'll give you this fishing tool. It was just lying around my house and I'd rather it be put to good use. Thank you. You can cast out your fishing rod as you're facing a body of water. Once you've got a fish on the line, reel it in and begin to battle with your catch. Okay, the rules of fishing are simple. If there's a body of water, you can probably cast your line into it. Simply face the water, throw out your line, and the moment you nab something on the hook, start reeling it in. Once you've gained enough fishing experience, I'll bet you'll be able to reel in the big ones just like mi amore Marcos can. And that's all there is to it. Now get out there and enjoy the fish. Yes, ma'am. Hello, Marcos. I love that. She's just given me a fishing rod and then as soon as you talk to her, it's like, hello, could you be the owner of the new farm? Hello, little child. Sorry, I don't mean to run into your room like a creepy person. I'm just saying hello, introducing, saying hello to this lovely person, and then I'll be out. Emilio. So far, finding no hot springs though. Right, that'll be where the fishing pier is. Maya, you're supposed to show me how to plant things today. You've not done it yet. Right, that's that person. That'll be the door I didn't go in just a minute ago. Hello, Jason. Anyone up here? Yes, there is.
Hi there.
Hello. I was going to say, this has got to be the most excruciating part of the game. Trying to meet as many people as you can as soon as you start it. After that, you get round to meeting everyone else. So it's not too bad. Oh, nearly missed you, nearly missed you. You manage the flower shop? Anyone in here? Ooh. Right. So everyone down here I've more or less met. Ugh. Okay. Okay, don't go to bed, don't go to bed, don't go to bed. Hello. Friendly face. Communication level up. Fantastic.
Hello.
Rolf. Okay. Ba-da-da-da-da. Leaves requests in his mansion for those who wish to test their cooking skills. If you're up to the challenge, submit one of his requested dishes to find out if your cooking is enough to satisfy the bon vivant, is that? Vivant? vegetable salad, shellfish soup. So that's... Oh, right, reward, right. No, I thought that's what you had to get for the shellfish soup then. I was looking at it thinking, I understand the veg, but where's the shellfish in it? Okay. La 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 la. Normie's groceries. Oh, 10:35 p.m. Quickly, my lovely pick-and-mix gamer. We must hurry to the best we can. I don't want to be coming into people's houses at 12 a.m. trying to introduce myself. That would just be freaky to them. Misaka was that then? Okay, done. I don't mean to be skipping past the introductions, by the way, into these places, but they're all pretty basic. Ooh, motorbike store. Marvellous. Yo.
Hey.
Hello. Park, okay. Town Square Centre. Yeah, so if you want to read that bit as soon as you come into the door and it gives you a quick info about the place, just pause the video when I come into it, you should be right. Oh, come on. I don't want to be coming to people's houses at bedtime. Especially with an axe in my hand. I've literally just noticed I'm walking around with an axe in my hand.
Hello.
It's like me bloody coming up the stairs, innit, to meet people. I am. Yes, I should leave. I should. Bloody hell. Okay, well, we've met a good majority of people for today, as well as doing some work on the farm, so that's not bad. I don't know, I can't remember if I went into that ranch or not. I know where it is to buy the animals, but I can't remember if I went in there. Urgh. Okay. Go, Betty Bows, have our little nappy news. $1,617. Yay! Grocery has expanded. Now then, it's time I explained how to grow crops, but first you'll be needing these. These will be your basic tools for field work, so take good care of them. Seeds can't be planted on untilled soil, so you'll have to use the hoe to till it. Once that is done, you can sow seeds on the tilled soil. Then, and this is important, you'll want to water your crops diligently every day. Do not forget about them. Use the hoe to till the fields. Once the fields are tilled, seeds can be sown or steadily grow into harvestable crops when watered daily if your water runs out. If your watering can runs out of water, you can take it to a well to refill it. After a few days of care, your crops will be ready to harvest. You can place crops in that shipping bin over there and they'll be shipped out and you'll be compensated for your hard work. I think it's about time we put these turnip seeds I gave you to good use. Arrange for money the next day. The items will remain in the shipping bin until the next day and can be returned to your bag if need be. So basically, if you put something in the shipping bin that you didn't want to get shipped out, as long as you collect it on the same day before the next day, you'll be able to take it back again. By the way, did you happen to see any wild crops while you were clearing the farm? Yeah. If you ship those crops out, our local shops will begin to sell the seeds, so be on the lookout for them. Let's see. No. Tomorrow I'll teach you how to make use of any logs and stones you might have collected. They look like junk, I know, but they're useful materials. Right, so we didn't mention weeds then, did he? Why am I going out of my way to teach you all this, you ask? I owe your grandfather a great debt, and I've always wanted to repay him for it. Teaching his granddaughter is one of the ways I can do that. In any case, I should be going, but worry not, I'll be back tomorrow. Sidestep, oh, I'm moving. Ah, sidestep, right. It's like square dancing in it. Did. Right, so it's no one's birthday until the 5th, a Thursday, right. So we need to have a gift then, even if it's just fish or something. Yeah. Get out my way, weeds. Oh, I can plant a well. Very nice. You know what? I'll pop it there. Yeah, that's a good enough spot there. Clear this bit a bit. Oh, stab it. Oh, bloody hell. Right, a hole for definite. This can go in bag. Because I'm not using the stones or the lumber yet. And a watering can, I'll need that for definite. I'll put the fishing rod in there for now, because I'm going to be getting rid of these seed things here. So that's a cherry tree. And they're turnips, so yeah. Yeah, so 4, 8, 9. I understand it's a bit random. I was gonna say actually, if only it was that easy, but honestly, when you're planting stuff, it literally is as easy as I'm doing it now. Just get the compost out of the way a bit, plant the seed, very finely put the compost or soil in general back over it. Easy as that. Damn it. And then that's it, you just water. Hello, birdies. And the cherry tree, was it? So, yeah, I like the idea of a cherry tree, just it's where to put it. Right, got the flower for someone's birthday. Oh no, it's a wild berry. I thought it was a flower. Ooh. Ooh. So, 20 logs. See, I knew I'd need the bloody grass. Right. So, 8 more log, 8 more stone. And 21 more grass, is it? Mind you, at least I don't have to pay to get it done. Hello, squirrel, how are you? Right, cherry seedling. You know what? I don't mind putting that one there. Why the hell not? Oh, right. There we go. Watered that one. Beautiful. Right, so definitely keep the grass. Right, and you're getting roughly 3 on each one, aren't you? So that's 3, 6 now. I don't think I'll have an issue getting that much grass. Because it more or less grows back every day, doesn't it? So... Ooh! I must admit, I do love the sound effects of this axe swinging, though I can't help it. Got a bit of sap. Right, so we've got 20 wood, 39, so now we just need 8 more light rocks or boulders or whatever you want to class them as. Right, can I get those ones on the beach? Yeah, where are my rocks? Okay, I don't think I'm going to have the energy to do the rest, but the rest of the rocks are there, so if I just start clearing the trees a bit. I would make food to at least attempt to get my energy back, but I don't know any recipes yet, and I don't know, I don't know if you've got to learn the recipes before you can cook stuff and that. So that's where I'm at with that. Yeah, hit the hay. Because sometimes that's things people don't discover. You know, when they get an allotment, they don't realise how much work you've got. I mean, it's not amazing amounts of work, it's just they don't realise how much you've got to keep on top of the weeding. Top of the morning to you. I hope you're ready for another lesson. Today, I thought it'd be wise to teach you a bit about using raw materials. Unfortunately, I'm not what you'd call a specialist, so I've enlisted the help of Nigel, our local carpenter. Good morning, PMG. My specialty is housing and furniture, you see, but I know enough about materials to teach you a thing or two. Have you been picking up logs and stones? Yes! You can craft all sorts of useful things with them. You can turn them into fence for livestock. For one thing, if you're going to run a farm, I'd say that's a pretty good use. Naturally, you'll figure this out other ways to utilise your materials as you go about developing your farm and such. You can make items from crafting menus in your notebook. As your skill level increases, more crafting recipes will become available to you. Smashing! Might as well teach you about making it while I'm here. See, makers can process your raw materials into new materials entirely. Real useful tools, makers. Once you get your hands on them, I'm sure you'll figure out even better things to craft. One thing to keep in mind when using a maker though is that they'll take time to process your materials. I figured I'd let you know. Makers are special farm facilities that can process various types of raw materials. Okay. A splendid explanation from Nigel. Quite easy to follow, don't you think? Now, how will we use your newfound knowledge? That of course will be entirely up to you for now. I should be heading home until tomorrow. Flippin' it, you don't stay long, do you? With that chat camera enabled, you can interact with the locals in a brand new way. Simply speak with them and see for yourself. You can change chat camera in settings anytime in the options menu. Okay, 3rd, so it's birthday in 2 more days. Water, water. Ah! Ah! What's this puddle here? Oh, that's good. As soon as you walk through the puddle, it leaves like a footprint and it takes a bit to evaporate. Cool. Sorry, hang on a minute. Just let me check something. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, sorry. Just my smartwatch buzzing, telling me enable power mode. Ooh. So there's something else growing there. I don't know if it's another tree. Ooh, oregano, a herb. Nice. Boom, boom, boom. Right, well, I definitely need to clear this area up a bit. I think that's just more or less common sense. One more tree, then I'll work on getting the boulders. I just want to be able to walk up to this and see what I'm doing. I don't want it like... I don't want to have a blocked view. Smashing bit bull, but you only get like 1 stone from it, but still. Ooh. Oops. Oh, 1 more stone. I know you're a little tired, my sweetie, but we've done it. Yay! So we'll call it Veggie Coop. Because it's on Veggie Farm. Yay! Chickens can be raised in coops by giving them fodder or letting them graze outside. They'll lay their eggs in the coop for you to gather the next day. Smashing. Place the fodder in your animals' feed bins. They'll eat the fodder from the bins every day. Animals who have been fed will produce byproducts for the next day. Okay, so as of yet, we've not got any chickens, but then saying that, we've not got any food either. So, yeah, at the minute, it's a bit of a no-go, so to speak. Right, on this we need lumber. We need 15 lumber, so you'll probably find that maybe 3 or 5 logs makes 1 lumber or something. And he says we need one of those machines. I mean, I don't know if you need it, but I prefer to not waste money building stuff if I can get the stuff for it myself. And just clear this crap up a little bit. Right, now, what I'm thinking, that's a cherry tree, but what I'm thinking is that I want to build a path of sorts. You know, just to neaten it up a little bit. Right, I keep collecting something there and I can't see what it is and it's doing me head. It's like a white face of sorts. I don't know if it's a sprite or something. Ooh, a lover of beauty. I got an achievement, but I'm not sure why. If I knew why, I would tell you all how I got the achievement, which would make it easier. Yes, see, I know you might pass out. I'm a bit aware of that, but we've been working very hard today. So yeah, I was thinking of building a path coming out here. Maybe joining onto the bridge, just to make it a bit neater. But it depends where I'm having the fence as well, because if my chickens come out, I want them to be able to come out, but I'm thinking if I do the fence to about here, bring the fence out a bit, have a gate thing here, and then have a path coming here. Maybe. I'll just bring it out a bit and bring it to the edge and just do the fence upwards so the chickens have got all this area. Ooh, I didn't see that bit. I'll be looking there, I'll be nosying. But I've got a feeling I won't be able to smash them open yet. Let's see, 1 turnip. 1 berry. Oregano. Royal fern. Keep the flower, keep the sap because it might be an ingredient of sorts. Right, we're keeping grass because I don't know what else I'll need the grass for. Which again sounds a bit weird. I don't mean it in a funny way. I can't tame the chicken yet because I've got no chicken fodder. So putting it nicely, I think I'll get some of it now because then I've got it and I don't have to mess around. Oh, come on you lot, I need to buy some. 8 AM till 6 PM, closed Tuesdays, and it's Tuesday. Arrgh! Arrgh! Oh. I mean it, games get off by bloody aggravating me like that. I think I came in here last, didn't I? And I think this is where the mayor was. Oh, pardon me. Yes, you over there. Might I have a moment of your time? An Olive Museum was established so that tourists in the world could view some of the splendours of our town. As you can see, however, we currently have few spectacles to attract our visitors with. It's quite the conundrum. For a while now, I've considered making art of the local wild animals, but I don't have the resources I need. I have a request for you. If you had the time to do so, would you be able to take pictures of those wild animals? Sure, why not? Ooh! Photos can be taken with camera. You'll be able to move around while in camera mode as well. A blue outline will be displayed on wild animals whose photos you can donate to the museum. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Ah, I suppose I should also mention that I have an interest in building an aquarium. If you could donate any sea creatures to us, I'd be most grateful. Oh, and I almost forgot. From time to time, you might come across relics of ages past. Rena, is that? Can't get enough of them. If you find something out of the ordinary, feel free to show it to her. She'll examine it for you. We'd appreciate any support you can provide us. I'll be counting on you. Okay then, so this is basically like Animal Crossing in that part, in a sense. Fish, animals, wildlife. Okay, making new donation. Beth will create a cell fox decoy you can place in your home. 1 object, you can hand them over for appraisal. Okay. But in any case, it's a pleasure to meet you. No, not yet.
Hello.
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
So you can appraise them here. Ooh. Very nice. Quite a big an aquarium, that, isn't it? Right, so Kath, so almost introduced myself to everybody. Ooh. Oh, I thought it was bloody. I thought it was frigging smashed in then because of the silhouette where it was. Another person called Ralph. Right. Ah. So offer prayers. La 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 la. Ooh. Laurie, is that? Okay, and I think that's everyone. I think I might have missed maybe 1 or 2, but oh, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've missed more than 2. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. But then again, saying that, there are open parts. Not open parts. There are parts of the islands that have right. And as you talk to them every day, that musical note is like a affection that they have for you because you're speaking to them. So I'll just speak to him to get the affection going at first. Hello, Mickey. I don't think I came down here, you know, when it was open. I don't think. What's this one? No, yeah, I did come down here. Ooh. Right. So, I've got a chicken coop. It's closed Tuesdays, so I can't get the food. General store. So, I might be able to get some stuff from here. Aye, general store, you open yet? I don't know if this is closed Tuesdays or Wednesdays. Closed Tuesdays! Oh, what is it with this town closing on Tuesdays? What is it with her? But still, weirdly enough, I've not seen any hot springs yet. Now that is a bit strange considering... Oh! No, I was gonna say I didn't think I could do anything though. See if I can squeeze one more in, which I can, I think. I like how it looks like raised soil as well, so it's like when you come to do it, it's like you don't lose track, you know, of where you are kind of thing. And I was thinking of doing it to maybe here. Yeah, well, there. Do it to there. And then, obviously, everything I can just sort out tomorrow, Wednesday, when the shop's open. Hmm, 282. Smashing. La la! I like this one though, because it seems to load a bit quicker as well. Good morning. I hope the tent life is treating you well. It seems to me like you're getting used to it, in fact. Still, I know it's a tent. It's neither luxurious or convenient, which is why I wanted to teach you about home expansions today. Your home tent can be expanded into a log cabin with enough materials and money. Remember Nigel from yesterday? As I mentioned, he's our local carpenter. If you head on over to his workshop and commission him, he'll be more than happy to upgrade your house into something special. Okay. You can request house expansions at Nigel's Handiworks. Once you've expanded your house, you can cook God, I thought that said you can cook your own pets then. You can cook, own pets, and live the farmer's life. You can cook your own meals, take a bath to relax after a hard day's work. To do all that, however, you need to upgrade your tent into a log cabin, so it might be a good idea to prioritise an upgrade. That said, I've taught you all I can. As mayor, I'm usually in town, so don't hesitate to come and find me if you need anything. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do. I'm sure you'll create a farm just as wonderful as your grandfather's. Boom! Oh, is it the 5th today? Nope, spring 4th, okay, still got time. Right, can't do anything with this watering can yet. It's not an upgraded one, it's not, so you can't, like, water 4 squares at once or anything. Do 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 do. Smashing! I'm not saying I don't want trees, I do, it's just... I don't want them yet. But I don't think I'll be able... I think there are trees growing, but I don't think I can actually get rid of them. I think I have to wait until they're grown before I can actually get rid of them. I wonder why they call it a blood clam. Right, shops don't open till 8 AM, was it? Moondrop flower, right, that's not bad. Chop, chop, chop. Level 3 forager. Oh no, logger, sorry. I like the fact how it don't take us long to actually chop down the trees either. You know, compared to the other Harvest Moon games. In terms of, like, you needed to upgrade your axe, like, massively, you know, to get the stumps and that lot. Because I think this is where a good bit of the work went. See, it's that little hamster-like token in the top right there. Right, so we'll sort of inquire about this log cabin. Right, 8:54, so shops are open. I can get some chicken fodder and then work on taming the chicken. I was going to try and visit some of the new isles as well, because I'm planning on staying this for about 2 hours, roughly, maybe an hour and a half. But we'll get some fodder. Oh. Ah, bloody hell. Fly chicken. No, I want food. Food for the chicken. Oh. Right, no! Oh, what is wrong with you? Why can't I buy food? Oh. Oh, can I buy seeds at least? Potato! Right, cucumber, onions, radishes. Oh, onion seeds. Pepper care, sown in spring, they'll grow crunch 7 days after. They can regrow and produce up to 3 yields. That's not bad. "5 days, nice one." So you got rice seeds, coffee seedlings, orange seeds, cherry seeds. Oh right, this is where you get the animal feed from. Yay! So I think for now we'll just buy just buy 10 for now. Oh, bloody hell. Right, so general store is where you get the animal feed from. Right, okay. I wonder why they just didn't sell the animal feed in the animal shop though. That just seems a little bit strange. Ooh, wild berries. Mine! I think I might grow the fodder in this area. Right, now, where do I actually put the feed? That's the question. Right, so you can place 10 feed in here. I'm going to assume that's how it works, honestly. So, tame the chicken. And again, I cleaned this up the other day. I would like it to stay clean. Best it can. Sorry, eyes itching. Chicken, don't run too far. I need you. In order to take care of this animal, you'll have to bring it into the proper facility. So, yes, we'll move it in. Tame. What shall we call him? Or her? Well, I've got a habit of calling my chickens Bill and Ben, and my first cow, Belle. But I like Ben for him, so we'll go with Ben. Smashing! If you ring the bell in front of the barn or coop, the animals will go out to pasture. If you leave them out, they'll be happy and eat the grass on the farm and enjoy the fresh air. Okay. Yay, my little baba, my beautiful little baba. Okay, so that's sorted. Lumber, we wanted to see that carpenter guy, didn't we? Now, I don't think the chicken will eat 10 fodder in one day. But... oh... so... oh, you can make these... oh, that's good, that then. Contraption automatically converts logs into lumber, insert some logs and wait a little bit, and voila, up to 20 can be set at a time. Okay. I didn't actually know you could make this stuff now. I need to check this more often. So, that's a wooden gate, so that'll be... you attach it to your fence area to keep your animals in to make sure they don't get out by mistake. A thread maker converts grass into thread. Sorry. Right. So... now I'm just looking for the carpenter again. Right, so I don't think that's the carpenter, I think that's the... oh, there he is. Oh, bloody hell, come on. Oh, where were you? Where? Is this his house, the lumber bit? No, it's the ranger station, flipping it. To give you a cuddle, bloody hell. Because I'm thinking if I find some stuff on those other islands, does that mean I can put it in my shipping bin and then grow it on my farm? Hello, conversation partner. Oh, hello. Hello, my Sasuke look-alike. I mean, look at him, right? He looks like he did when he was with Orochimaru. No one can say I'm wrong. Well, you can say I'm wrong, but yeah. It's a very good look-alike. Hey. Ooh, upgrade bag. Ooh, 3 grand. That's not bad. Just spoke to you a minute ago, didn't I? Look at those motorbikes. He's pushing them in my face. He's saying, will you buy these? No? Fish. Slowly. This is a bit hard to understand, this one. So when the fish is blue, you reel it in. When it turns red, it takes the durability on your rod. I have no idea how to fish. Right, when it turns blue, it's okay to pull it in. You don't do it when it's red, you do it when it's blue, from what I understand. Ah, right, there you go. You press it multiple times. Not when it's red. When it's blue, you keep pressing square. Oh, bloody hell. But we're learning. Gradually, we're learning, people. Oh wait, I don't think you press it multiple times. I think you just hold the square in. Yeah, that's what you do. Yep, hold square in when the fish is blue. And that's it, that's how you do it. Yay! Ah, with each failure, we gain wisdom. Okay. So I can build a toolbox. So I think that might be a good idea to build one of them. Just to put my bits and pieces in it, my bits and bobs. I need 5 lumber. Craft 1. Okay. And I think I'll put the lumber thing about here, up here. Why? Right, looks like it has to be set here then. Okay. Right, so building the lumber. Okay. I'll get well rested and then tomorrow see how my lumber's doing. And then we'll look at going to the islands to see what's going on. Might clear a few more of those trees though. Because I know we've got a bridge to make as well. Bing bong! Alright, it's his birthday today. Angela's birthday, she's the female. Right, let's see where I've seen her. Oh, Jack's mother, owner of the general store. Okay, right, so we know where she is. Get one of my special flowers ready for her. Oh, berries. Do you think she'll like berries? We'll go with flowers for now. And I think I've got enough for a storage box now. I think. Yeah! Ah, smashing. Have some place as many as you need. Okay. So this needs wood and iron. I think iron ore. I think that is. And then that to make twine. 10 twine and 10 wood. Okay. Bum bum bum. Na 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 na. Right, don't mind going to the islands, but I have to admit we need to be back at a sensible time to give her a present. Communications, people, making contacts, that's how it works. How many lumber did I need for this? 15, okay, so that's not too bad then. Oh, forgot to put my box up, hang on. You know, I think it's bull you won't let me put the box there. Yeah, pop it there then. Alright, pop the wood away, pop that away. That, lumber. In you go. Right, we'll go give her a flower now, because let's face it, by the time we actually get there, the shop will more or less be open. Oh! Well, hello there, P&G. Getting the hang of things here in Olive Town. I realise we may not have as many conveniences compared to the big city, but we all get by here as well enough. We all work together to build this place into what it is today, and we're proud of that. We have our troubles, of course, but... Jacopo, what on earth are you doing here? Not skipping work on the ferry, are we? Nah, Dad, it's cool. We don't have many tourists headed in today, so I took care of cleaning duty in no time flat. So that's why you're back early. Yeah, pretty much. I figured I'd run and take a shower before Captain George gives me the next assignment. Nice little walk he's doing, isn't it? Douche, douche, douche. Oh. And that, you see, is one of our troubles. We lack tourism. I'm not saying that Olive Town has to be a top resort spot by any means, but I'd like it to be a tiny oasis that tourists can enjoy. That's where you come in, P&G. You were raised in the big city, weren't you? Could I get your opinion on something? What do you suppose we should do to grab the attention of the city folk? Yeah, break from hustle and bustle. Yeah. We certainly do have that centre here. I constantly think to myself, folk from the big city are always rushing around. They need a good break every now and then. If they could take some time to relax in Olive Town, perhaps they could find themselves again and remember life's simple pleasures. Speaking of life's simple pleasures, that shower felt great. Maybe I'll sneak in a calf trip and take the rest of the day off. Bloody hell, you showered quick, friggin' hell. I know you can take them in about 8 to 10 minutes, but flippin' heck. Oh, for the love of... Please go to work, son. Eager beaver. Do. Right, come on, where are you, mummy? Happy birthday to you! Yay! I didn't forget a birthday. Okay, what's that? It's fish. Is that miso soup or some sort of soup, I think? Salad and a few bread rolls. Okay. Oh yeah, and a bit of butter on the side, yeah. Or is that a broth of some sort? I don't think it'd be miso soup. And it looks like a lemon slice on the fish with a few tomatoes or chilies. Right. Okay. Let's go looking around at the islands. Take my ferry like I do. Well, me boat, not me ferry. We'll go to Windswept Falls. Here are the other characters that I've not met yet. So this is like a nice oasis. Well, I'll be a visitor. It's quite a treat to see new faces around these parts. This here's Windswept Falls. It ain't much, but feel free to take a load off. I will, thank you. Tranquil location. Its residents are laid back, free folks who take life a day at a time. Try speaking with them, you might make some new friends. Oh, I'll speak to them, alright. Hi, Hina. Reminds me of Hinata then. Well, we meet again. Name's Dunhill. I remember that name as well, Dunhill. I remember it off one of the games. Boo-bidoo-bidoo. Any more in here? Any more people saying hello? No? Okay. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Hello. You all seem to have the same thing for lunch, don't you? Oh, I'll let you know, but you look like you're eating the same thing as everyone else over there, so I don't think I can give you anything new yet. It's not like we've got any new recipes over there. Ooh. Oh, chicken coop. Right, yep. And I'm pretty sure he's in the Harvest Moon one, Story of Seasons, Back to Nature Valley one. Oh, no, it's Brandon that's in that one. No, I got the hairstyles mixed up. Well, no, he's got the same hairstyle, but the other guy's is a different colour. But again, I'm pretty sure I've seen him before in one of the other games. Right, bit of a waterfall here. Right, waterfall, so there's nothing back there. It's a nice place to sit back there, but there's no houses back there, that's what I mean. Hello, Raven. Okay, so I've met everyone on this island that I'm aware of. Sorry, eyelash got in my eye then. Terracotta Oasis. We'll go there, see what we can find. Oh my, it seems we have a guest. This is the Terracotta Oasis. I hope you enjoy yourself, honey. Thank you. Try speaking with them. Right, so these are more knowledge-based people, not laid-back ones. Ooh, nice china and jewellery. Oh, this reminds me of One Piece. It was like a town. Nico Robin was from there, and it's like a town based specifically researching stuff, and it ended up getting destroyed, you know, by the Marines. That's what this place reminds me of. Or it reminds me of that desert one in One Piece, you know, where the daughter, bit of a spoiler, the daughter became like the princess. She was like a pirate in disguise. Okay, Iris. Okay, rock. I'm just trying to get a layout of the grounds, because once I've got the layouts I can start doing the houses. Ooh. There we go. Ooh, this is a nice purple home. I like the furniture a bit. Right, there's one or two people that I've not seen yet that I saw in the intro, but I can only speak to them when they're here, so yeah, a bit of a bother. But still, anywho, on to the next island. Twilight Isles. So it's a bit of a ruin area, so to speak. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people that I can see for now, but there might be 6 in total. Aloha, this is Twilight Isles. We only just moved here, but you're welcome to take a look around. Thank you. A timeless area marked by the ruins of an age-old castle. Its residents are more than eager to make new discoveries and meet new people. Try to speak with them. You might make some new friends. So this island is more building relations. So you've got one based on knowledge, this one building relations, you know, relationships with people, and the other one that's just a nice laid-back town. Yum, 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 yum. Little seafood. Yum, there were lots of... Oh, where is it? Come on. Ugh. I can't say hello if you don't let me introduce myself. Hello. Trying to broaden your horizons, okay. So I got 1, 2, 3 people, then I think there were 4 in total. Ah. There we go, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, right. I think there was one more. Nope, not in here. Okay. Alright, so I'm only missing 3 people now, so yeah. So... Right, I wanted to look at the carpenter for something, but I don't know if he's in his house, so I'll check on my chicken and then check to see if he's in his house. Ooh. Thank you. So I think I've got 5 pieces of lumber at the minute. Boiled egg. Nice one. Alright, I've got 3 on me, but in total I need 15, right, okay. Sure, I've got 7. 5, no, 5, yeah, 5. So, 10 more pieces. Then I believe we should be, well, we'll be good. Oh, bloody hell, I've not got the lumber on me. No, we won't be good. Flipping heck. Oh god, I need more. No, I don't need more lumber. No, 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 no. There we go. There we go. Right, let's see where this carpenter is. I have to admit, I'm getting this a bit bloody. Mother. Oh, come on. Right, and then it's his birthday and the old grandpa's birthday. So the one with the grey hair is on the island we're on. The one with the hat, I think, is on one of those islands we were just on. The free living one, the first one. Right, come on, where's the carpenters? Carpenter's workshop closed Wednesdays. So it's a house with a green door and a red roof. Okay. Just come in. So I think it's that one there. Yep. I think it's this. Yep. So a well, got a coop, so I don't need one of them. Big coop, useful, but I don't need it yet. I need 20 lumber. Alright, price £2,000, that's not bad. Comes with a kitchen, a fridge, a wardrobe, a bath and space for decor. Very nice, yeah, for £2,000. Oh, if only life was that easy. I won't be a stranger, I promise. So I've got the £2,000, I just need the 20 lumber. Talk to me. Very nice. Right, yes, so I think I'll leave it there for now because I think I covered quite a lot in this episode. So, If you like the video so far, please follow on Twitch and pop over to my YouTube channel as well and let me know what you think, because there's lots of playlists there. And yes, with any luck, I'll see you in the next video. Say bye! And please stay safe, because I must admit I am liking this one so far.